And although it has really historic appeal, Aristotle, I think, would potentially question the wisdom of it. If it leads to one's death, it's probably pushed beyond what's virtuous to a kind of rashness, an exuberance, and enthusiasm that goes above and beyond the moment. It's almost like patriotism gone too far, and it can go too far. Aristotle's notion of the golden mean is what is brought to my mind. This is in his Nicomachean Ethics. He says virtue is the mean between two vices, one of excess and one of deficiency. So if you think of the courage of Phidippides to run that kind of distance to tell his people about the great victory that they had won, cowardice wouldn't have set out at all. In fact, they wouldn't even have won the victory without the kind of courage that it took to do that. But according to Aristotle, a dearth of courage would be cowardice. But there's also an excess of courage. And that's where the mind isn't thinking. It isn't processing the limits of the human condition. But who in World War I would have so much courage to just take their rifle, jump up from the trenches and say, I'm going to take them down myself and just move out? Of course, they will be cut down in an instant. That's not courage. That's rashness. That's over-the-top courage. That is kind of a vice of exuberance. And Aristotle doesn't recommend that. Instead, he wants the leaders and the soldiers and everyone involved to have genuine courage, the kind that leads that results in excellence. And so we wait. We wait till we're maximally armed and they're minimally armed. We wait till we are unified and they are distracted. We wait for the lack of moonlight rather than having the moon shine over the battlefield. We wait for a day where they might be celebrating some kind of victory or some kind of holiday. And we strike then. We use all of our intellect to maximize the wisdom of the demonstrable courage that it will take to win this battle.